My name is Yuri and I'm from Japan. Currently, I have two children. Her name is Mina. She just turned 4 years old. And this is my son. His name is Tatsumi. He's almost 2 years old. Actually, I want to have 3 children because in Japan, it is a tradition to have 3 children. My family is 3 children. My cousin's family is 3 children. In Japan, we have a culture called the 753 festival. Shichigo-san. On that festival, which is held in November the 15th every year, the 7-year-old, 5-year-old, and the 3-year-old will wear Japanese traditional clothes and they will celebrate their growth. Both my parents are both from Japan. My father from the capital, Tokyo, and my mother is from the northern part of Japan. They were both very adventurous and courageous people. Back then, like over 40, almost 50 years ago, it was very rare for a Japanese to actually leave Japan, let alone start a new life outside of Japan. But then my parents, they wanted to do something different and break the tradition. So when he was working in Japan, both my parents, they got the opportunity to work in China. So when they got that opportunity, both of them took that opportunity. And then once they were in China, that is how they met. Their life turned 180 degrees. But that didn't really let my parents give up on living abroad. They started their own business. Their company is basing also in Hong Kong, China, Japan, and several other countries in the world. We can all speak 4 languages, English, Japanese, Cantonese, and Putonghua. 3 words to describe Japan. The first one is shinsetsu, which means being caring to everyone around you. In Japan, the education at school, they will teach children how to be caring to anyone. Next one is politeness. Again, this is another important culture in Japan. You cannot disrespect anyone. And then the third one is delicious. The reason why is because people in Japan make their own food. So my own grandparents, they make their own food in their farm. So they don't need to buy their own food. They can just pick their own food from the farm. Hong Kong is actually a world-renowned international city. People from all around the world actually come to Hong Kong to make money. But as a matter of fact, my impression of Hong Kong is that people in Hong Kong are very, very caring especially when it comes to pregnant ladies, elderlies, and small children, and also health. Well, actually, there are a lot of Japanese in Hong Kong, but they are all clustered into one certain location. For instance, there are a lot of Japanese you might know in Whampoa Garden, Whampoa Fayun, or there are a lot of Japanese people in Tai Kushing. In Japan, this is very similar as well. In Japanese who come to Hong Kong, they are actually transferred from Japan to work in Hong Kong. Therefore, the company will assign certain kind of areas to provide the certain kind of living areas. So they'll provide the housing allowance. They'll also provide education allowance as well. Although I have a Hong Kong ID card, there are a lot of things that I didn't know. For instance, I didn't know that there is a education benefits that the government provides or medical benefits. It's only until recently that I found out that there's these kind of benefits in Hong Kong. So in my opinion, I lost out a lot on these kind of benefits. I'm quite grateful that Hong Kong provides a lot of benefits to Hong Kong citizens, such as giving free education to Hong Kong citizens. You can see that a lot of ethnic minorities, such as Japanese and other nationalities, they end up going to a local school that a lot of ethnic minorities go to, or they end up going to an international school if that certain family can afford it. But in my opinion, I really want them to go to those kind of top-tier local schools. Therefore, I really hope that the government can also give us those kind of more support to ethnic minorities like us to get into a local top-tier school easier. Oh, Link Center has given me and my children amazing memories. They have provided us a lot of information. They have given us so much assistance in regards to a lot of things that I didn't know about the government benefits in Hong Kong. They also organize a lot of programs that we can attend. This was an amazing experience which we didn't even expect. And I'm just really grateful that the government organized these kind of NGO, non-government organizations to help ethnic minorities such as us. Yes, definitely. Hong Kong is an amazing place to live. Although there has been recently some issues such as political problems or this pandemic going on, Hong Kong is still an amazing place to live. There aren't that many countries around the world that provides a minimum of 3 languages in a local school for children to be able to read, write, and speak fluently. And even in local Hong Kong school, there's this 4th language option such as learning French, Japanese, or Spanish. So this is an amazing opportunity that Hong Kong provides. So this is something that I really want my children to be able to attend in local schools. If I were to answer, I think the government can do a lot in this part. For instance, the government can provide more assistance to ethnic minorities to get into a lot of local top-tier schools. For instance, the government can provide more handicaps to ethnic minorities. For instance, they can say that they can set that every schools in local schools they can accept a certain percentage of ethnic minorities. So ethnic minorities also have this chance to get into the top-tier schools rather than this point systems. And also, I think, in my opinion, the local community can also take part in making Hong Kong a better place. For instance, they can organize more functions so the ethnic minorities can also join and also integrate.
Would you choose kimono or t-shirt?
T-shirt.
Would you choose 腸粉 or sushi?
Sushi.
Would you choose Cantonese or English?
Wow. Cantonese now. I love Cantonese.
Will you choose 深水埗 or 尖沙咀?
尖沙咀.
The last one, will you choose playground or library?
Library.
Do you know how many districts are there in Hong Kong?
Okay, let me just... I'm just guessing. Here, 15, is it?
The answer is 18.
18, okay.
Do you know how to write folk in Chinese?
Yes. Actually, this word also exists in Japanese. It's pronounced as fuku. Fuku means luck, which is the same meaning in Chinese. But if you put these 2 words together, fukuro, I think it's fukloi, it actually sounds the same word as the owl in Japanese. So fukuro in Japanese means owl. So these 2 words means the luck is coming. So owl is actually a very good lucky animal that brings in good luck.
Can you draw a Hong Kong tram?
Okay. Is it like this? Ding, ding.
Yes, it's very nice. Can you sing a Japanese children's song?
Yes. Do you want to sing Zosan? Okay. 1、2の3。ゾウさん、ゾウさん、お花が長いのね。そうよ、お母さんも長いのよ。Yeah, it's a very traditional Japanese song about elephant, Zosan.